Hello. Hi. Let's hope that works. So 2 months ago I made a video explaining how I make my videos, from the filming to the editing, and you guys loved it. So I use Premiere Pro to edit my videos. It's a very advanced software, and unfortunately not all of you have access to it because it's kind of expensive and you need a very powerful computer to use it. So you guys have been absolutely bombarding my DMs asking me to make a video of how to edit videos on your phone. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Let's get started. So in my last video I showed how I edit my videos. I showed like my process of editing. I'm gonna be doing the same today, just on the phone. If you haven't watched my last video, you should, because I explain very in detail how I film and how I edit. So I'm gonna be using my iPad to edit the video today, but it is the exact same on your phone. I'm just using the iPad because it has a bigger screen so you guys can see better. So to start with, we're gonna open up the app VN. I mentioned this app in my last video. It's called VN. It is completely free. They do have a premium version, but we're not gonna be using that in this video. So you can just download it from the App Store or Google Store. So to start, you're gonna click in the middle where it says no projects. You're gonna click here. You're gonna tap new project. So now this screen is gonna pop up and you're gonna select the videos that you're gonna be using for the video. So in this case, I'm gonna select the videos that I'm gonna be using. And then I'm gonna click the arrow down here to import the videos. So actually, before we begin, if you film with a camera, you're gonna export them to your phone. And when you export them to your phone, they're gonna look like this. They're gonna be horizontal. So to fix this, just go to edit, then we're gonna flip it. Just like that. And click done. I've already done that for the rest of the videos. If you film with your phone, that's not gonna be an issue, so don't worry. So this is where we're gonna be editing the videos. As you can see, all the videos have been imported to the timeline. This is one of the things that I don't love about this app compared to like Premiere Pro, where you import the videos, they go to like a different section. But here they all just come into the timeline already, but that's fine. So if you have the free version, at the end, there's gonna be this screen, and we don't want that. So we're gonna click delete here at the bottom. All right, so it has been deleted. So we have the video, so now we need the audio. So for the audio, to find it, what I do, I just scroll on Instagram for hours until I find an audio that I like. And then when I find one that I like, I just screen record it and then export it to my computer. So in this case, I already recorded the audio, so I'm gonna click here on the music icon. Click music here. Then you're gonna go here where it says my music. You're gonna click extract from video. So this is a pretty neat function this app has, where it extracts the audio from a video. So you're gonna select the video that you recorded with the audio. In my case, it's this one. You can change the name to, I don't know, audio. Click done. You're gonna have to create a new album. I'm gonna just say audios, create the album, select it. And now you're gonna click the album you created and then the audio that you have. Click use. And then we're gonna import it with the check mark here at the bottom. So now if we scroll to the beginning, we should have audio. So with 2 fingers, we can zoom in and out, just like that. So now we're gonna listen to the audio.
Harmless man is not a good man. Harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control, civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use that in the service, well, let's say, of a family. Harmless.
So as you can hear, I kind of messed up at the beginning, so we're gonna zoom in here.
Harmless man is not a good man. A good man.
So this is where the audio actually starts. So I kind of messed up here. So we're gonna click on the audio. We're gonna scroll to where it begins, and we're gonna hit split here at the bottom. So now it's gonna cut the audio and we're gonna delete this part. So now click it and drag it to the beginning. Now we're gonna scroll to the end.
Family. Harmless.
And here is where it ends. Again, scroll to where it ends and click split. Then click this one, delete. All right, so now we have our audio.
Harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control, civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use that in the service, well, let's say, of a family.
So now we have our audio and our videos. So now comes the fun part, editing the videos. So as you can see, we have all the videos down here. So here comes the part where you have to let your creativity flow. So you're not gonna be able to make the exact same video as I am because I have different audio, I have different videos. So you're gonna have to kind of like do your own thing here, but I'm gonna show what I do and then explain like why I do it. Don't know if you guys noticed, but in a lot of my videos in the beginning, I'm kind of like walking into the frame. That's something that I really like putting at the beginning. So I'm gonna look for that in one of these videos. So here, for example, right here, we're gonna zoom in. So here I'm walking into the frame. As you can see, click play here. Oh, very important thing. So when you record your videos, they're gonna have audio. So they're gonna be background music, background sound and everything. So we're gonna click on the video. We're gonna click volume here. And then gonna drag it all the way down. Then gonna click apply to all. So now all our videos are gonna be muted. So there's no background music, no background sounds that we don't want. So the only thing you're gonna be able to listen is gonna be the audio that we want. So I'm gonna go back to this video over here, zoom in. So I'm gonna click right here, split. Then we're gonna delete this part. And then to move the videos around, you're gonna tap and hold. Then you're gonna drag it to whatever you want. So I'm gonna drag it to the beginning. So you're gonna click play.
Harmless man is not a good man.
So that's where I wanted to cut. So I'm gonna click split. So that's gonna be our beginning of the video.
Harmless man is not a good man.
So now since it's still like the beginning of the video, I don't like putting like workout, like me working out yet. So I kind of like putting like me like getting prepared to lift. So like for example, let's zoom in here. So for example, like here I'm like fixing my hair. So then I'm gonna zoom in, tap and hold, and drag it to the beginning. So let's watch that.
Harmless man is not a good man. A good man.
So I don't want that part, so I just, yeah, so we just want that, so delete. So this is what I call the B-roll. I explained this in my last video. So this is what I think one of the things that like separate your videos from like other workout videos. So it's not just like me working all the time pumping weights. So you should also like include videos like putting on weights, walking away from the camera, walking towards the camera, setting up things, sitting down, lying down, crying. That tends to do really good. So like here I'm walking in, here I'm like fixing my hair. Like I'm not working out in there, but even though like it's a workout video, I'm not like working in the video, it adds more like spice to the video, you know? So now that we're getting like more into the audio.
Harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very...
You want to start like getting into the actual workout. So actually this video has a part that I like. So if you want to make a video longer or shorter, you can click this arrow right here. You can drag it over here. So for example, I like this part where I'm like bending over to grab the weights. Right here. So I'm gonna click here, split. Then I'm gonna come over here where I fix my hair to get it again. Then I'm gonna delete this. So now we'll go from here, fixing my hair, to
a good man is a very, very...
bending over, grabbing the weights. I'm gonna split there. So it's kind of like the intro to the video. So here I'm walking in, and then fixing my hair and bending down. It's kind of short. So like I mentioned in my last video, it is very important that your clips are very short. So as you can see, like they're no longer than 2 seconds. They need to be like very quick, very fast. That way you keep the viewer entertained, because when they get bored, they just swipe off, and we don't want them to swipe off. All right, so now we're gonna into the workout. So I'm gonna find the part of the video where I'm like moving. So for example, here, split, I'm gonna move down. Then I'm gonna hold, tap and hold, and drag over here. So I'm actually gonna make this a bit longer, because I want it to go down and then up. So drag it over. Actually, no, I don't like that one. I'm gonna find another one. So another tip that I mentioned in my last video, to make your videos like have more impact and be like more relatable and emotional, try to have videos of you with weird faces. To make it seem like you're struggling. For example, but here, like when I'm going up, I'm scrunching my face, looks like I'm struggling. Having more of that in the video is gonna be better. It's gonna attract the viewer more. So I'm gonna select this part and drag it over. All right. So this video that I'm currently editing is in HD, so 2080p. But I'm gonna show you a trick. So if you're alone, like I am, and you don't have anyone to film you, you can film your videos in 4K if your phone or camera allow you to, and you can do this trick. So for example, this video where I'm deadlifting, so this video is filmed in 4K. So what I'm gonna do, and it's pretty nice that this app allows you to do that. So when I go down, I'm gonna split right here. I'm gonna select the video. I'm gonna zoom in. Don't rotate it, zoom in. I'm gonna go to the beginning of the video, right here. I'm gonna click to the keyframe, so add keyframe right here. Then I'm gonna go over to when I stand up. So when I reach the top, I'm gonna drag it up right here and then add, well, it's gonna add the keyframe automatically. So now if you go and watch the video, it looks like the camera's moving, but it's not actually moving. We just filmed the video in 4K and then we cropped it in, and we can move the video around to make it look like the camera is moving. So again, so you need to film your videos in 4K and then crop it down to be able to do this. Tap and hold, and then drag it to the beginning. So right here. So let's see how it's going.
A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control.
Beauty. So let's try it again. So let's find, I have another video that I filmed in 4K, I think. Yep, right here. So again, I'm gonna find a part of it where it seems like I'm struggling. Right here, awesome. So I'm gonna click split. I'm gonna go down and then up. I'm gonna split right here. So zoom in, and same thing. We're gonna click the video, scroll all the way to the beginning. I'm gonna zoom in, make sure don't rotate it. Right here, zoom in a bit more. Click add keyframe. They wanna go down. They wanna go all the way down. I'm gonna drag the video down. It's gonna add a keyframe automatically. Then when I go up, when I reach the top, I'm gonna drag the video again. All right, let's watch that. There we go, that's better. All right, so I'm gonna tap and hold and drag it to the beginning. Right here. So here, again, to keep the flow in the video, as you can see here, I'm coming up from the lunge. So now I wanna find a video where I'm coming up here. So I'm gonna cut right here and then right here. Tap and hold and drag it over here. So as you can see, here I'm coming up, and then as I'm coming up, it transitions to this one. So it looks like it's like the same video filmed with like two cameras. So let's see how that looks.
Civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use.
Actually, I'm gonna make this a bit longer, just as the transition is a bit smoother. See how that looks.
Right, and who can use.
Perfect. So as you can see, like I'm coming up. Actually, here there's a little tiny space where the video is not moving, so I'm gonna cut that right there. Perfect.
Right, and who can.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, and I actually like how this video ends, so I'm gonna drag it out. So as you can see, I come up, then I put the weights down, and then I leave. And then the audio ends. I'm gonna split it right there. All right, so let's watch that.
A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control, civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use that in the service, well, let's say, of a family.
All right, that looks pretty good. So we still have all these videos left, but we don't want them anymore, so I'm gonna delete them. So I'm just gonna zoom in and delete, delete, delete. Just delete all of them. So right here in this part, I'm kind of moving like a little slow and I don't like that. So I'm actually gonna drag the keyframe a bit forward, and I'm gonna cut the video to right when I start moving. So right here, and delete that. So again, you don't wanna have like any static frames. Like you don't wanna be just like standing in the video without doing anything. You always wanna have movement. All right, so let's move on to the text. So I get a lot of DMs asking me how I like put the subtitles. And I used to like type them out in Premiere, but they actually just came out with a feature where it types them out automatically, so that's pretty neat. But unfortunately, here in the VN app, it's not as easy. So to add text, we're gonna click here on the T, and we're gonna click here on title. So you're gonna click the standard one. You're gonna go over here on the keyboard thingy. And unfortunately here, you're gonna have to type out everything manually. So you're gonna have to listen to the audio and then like just type each word out. But before we're doing that, I'm gonna select the font. The one that I use, it's called Times. It's in Premiere Pro. We don't have it here, but the most, like the closest one is called Book. They're gonna click right here. So you can see, you can use these to move it. You're gonna click right in the middle, and then make sure your text is aligned in the middle. So don't click that one, click this one. So now this is the fun part. So we have to listen to the audio and just type the text out. So this is gonna be fun. So you can do two things. You're gonna do word by word, which is gonna be a little complicated, and here is a bit easier in Premiere Pro. Or you can do sentences, which is what I'm gonna do in this case, because it's a bit easier and I don't want the video to be too long. So let's listen to what he says.
Harmless man is not a good man.
So I'm gonna cut right there, split. And I'm gonna delete this. So he says, a harmless man is not a good man. So here, click here, edit, then A. I don't like putting caps on my videos, like capital letters. I don't know why, it's a preference. Well, actually gonna make this a bit shorter because you can see the sentence is already kind of long. So I'm gonna cut it where it says harmless man. So right here. So split and then delete this. I'm actually gonna make the text a bit smaller. So for that we go here in the middle, and we can make this a bit smaller. I'm gonna go with let's go with 13. So I'm gonna click here. We're gonna click duplicate. You're gonna drag it, tap and hold. You're gonna drag it right beside it. So I'm gonna drag it over here.
It's not a good man.
So I'm now gonna type out, it's not a good man, and click the check mark. So let's see how that looks.
Harmless man is not a good man. A good man.
See, that's looking pretty good already. So now again, duplicate, and then tap and hold, and drag it over here. Trying to have sentences that are like too long, try to keep them on the shorter side, or try to do word by word if you want to. So this is a very tedious process, very boring and annoying, but it looks cool. Something you can also do, in Instagram there's a feature where you can add automated captions and it writes them out automatically. Doesn't look as good, but you can try that too if you want to. So I finished the text, so let's see how it looks.
Harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control, civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use that in the service, well, let's say, of a family.
All right, so if you want, you can spend a little more time doing that. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want the video to be too long. So yeah, as you can see, we have a little text there. Again, you can do word by word or short sentences, but again, just keep it nice and short. So now, my videos have like zoom out effects, and that is really easy to do. So what you're gonna do is down here, you're gonna scroll to the right where it says zoom. and you're just gonna click zoom out and then apply to all. And that is literally it. That was really easy. So you can see all the videos are zooming out now. All right, so now what everybody has been waiting for. How do I make my videos look dark? I literally get this question every single day. I get like 5 DMs every single day saying, Eric, how do you make your videos look dark? Well, here's how. Well, as you can see, my videos already look kind of dark. And that is because the lighting I have. So as you can see here, the tubes, like the tube lights, like they're very good lighting. So they allow me to put the ISO lower on my camera, making it look darker. But at the same time, it looks good. So if you can, go to a gym that has very good lighting. If you can't, well, I don't know. Try your best to get good lighting. So if you have a camera, you can lower the ISO and that's gonna make your video look dark. And if you have a phone, you can go to the camera setting, tap on the center, then lower down to bring the exposure down. It's gonna make your video look dark. So, but now, how to make them look even darker. So we're gonna click any video. I'm gonna go here, we're gonna scroll to the left, click where it says filter. So here we have a bunch of filters that you can use. The one I used to use back to when I started was called L4, this one right here. So you can either use this filter or you can adjust it manually. So also you can adjust how much of the filter you want. I'm gonna select original because I'm gonna adjust it manually. So click here, adjust. Here we're gonna bring the exposure down just a bit. We're gonna want it too dark. Then contrast, we're gonna bring it up. So the contrast is gonna make the blacks darker and the whites brighter, and we want that, so all the way up. The brightness, we're gonna bring just a bit down. Saturation, again, just a bit down. But vibrance, we're gonna bring all the way down. So it kind of looks black and white, but at the same time, it has color, and it gives it like a nice look. Then temperature, I don't really like to touch this, unless your videos look orange or blue, you can play around with this. Then vignette, however you pronounce that. We're gonna bring it up just a bit. We don't want it too dark because then you can't see anything. So just a bit right there is good. Sharpen, I don't like to touch that. Hue, if you want to look like Hulk, you can do that, but I am not gonna touch that. Highlights, I like to keep them right where they are because if we bring them down, it's gonna look kind of ugly and gray. So I like to keep them where they are. Same with shadow. I don't want to bring them up because it looks ugly, so just keep it where they are. In knife reduction, again, I don't like to touch it. So again, exposure down, contrast up, brightness down, saturation down, vibrance down, we don't touch temperature, and vignette up. And then we're gonna click apply to all, like that. And now all our videos are gonna have that filter. And now you can go in each video and edit it individually. For example, this one is a bit too bright in my opinion. So I'm gonna go to adjust, and also look kind of gray, so I'm gonna bring saturation up. And then you're gonna click the check mark. Make sure you don't click apply to all because then you're gonna change all the videos. So we'll see how that looks.
A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control, civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use that in the service, well, let's say, of a family.
All right, so that looks pretty good. So again, you can spend a bit more time playing around with it, editing each individual video. But that is basically it. We have the video, we have our like intro where we're just walking in, or like our B-roll of me adjusting my hair, going down. We have our workout part. We have our like fake movements where we're faking the movement of the camera by having a 4K video and then cropping in like this. We have our zoom out effect. We have our videos darker by using either a filter or adjusting it manually. We have our audio and we have our text. Oh, one last thing that I forgot. We need to export the video. So we're gonna go up to the right corner at the top, the up arrow, we're gonna click right there. I just usually leave it on auto, but you can go on manual to whatever you prefer. For my videos, I keep it 1080p and then 30 frames per second. And then to export, just click export. Then it's gonna take a little while, then it's gonna export the video.
A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control, civilized and disciplined, right? And who can use that in the service, well, let's say, of a family.
This app has some limitations. You can't do everything that you can with Premiere Pro, but it does have a lot of features and you can make really good videos with it. If you spend time, if you play around with it, spend a lot of time with it. So there's other apps like Premiere Rush or CapCut. I don't have a lot of experience with those apps, so that's why I made the video with a VN. If you're making your own videos, be sure to tag me so I can leave a like and a comment. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer them all. I hope this video was helpful. I'm gonna start posting a lot more here on YouTube, a lot of like fitness stuff, fitness challenges and stuff. So let me know what type of videos you wanna see here. But yeah, that's basically it. If this video helped you, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me and it would really help me out. I hope you have an amazing day and I hope you make some very dope videos. You're an absolute legend. See you.